All right, welcome. I'm so excited to have you guys in this video today. We're going to be talking about Jupiter transiting into the sign of Cancer. Now, Jupiter is going to be moving into Cancer on June 9th, 2025, and will be there until June 30th, 2026. So we're going to be diving into what that means overall, talk about the archetype of Jupiter, talk about the archetype of Cancer, and then I'm going to be talking about how this transit's going to be affecting you personally based off of your rising sign. Now, if that interests you, I have a ton of videos on my channel. You can like and subscribe to get notified and press that bell to get notified when I have all these fun videos coming out. With that being said, I still have some astrological readings open for the month of June if you are looking to have your soul blueprint read, as well as I have a community called House of Celestial Magic where all these beautiful like-minded people come and join me and we just have a good time. I'll let them comment below how it's been if they do watch this video. And I have a newsletter called Letters from the 8th House where I channel the upcoming transits. They hit your inbox every Monday to help prepare you for the week ahead. You can sign up with all of these things below. Okay, cool. Let's now jump into talking about Jupiter in Cancer. If you're new here, a little bit about me. I love teaching things. So I'm going to start breaking down the layers of the astrology of this transit so you can start to create a knowledge base for yourself as you go forward exploring astrology. So we have Jupiter. Jupiter is a benevolent planet. He is the planet of expansion. So wherever he's at, whatever sign he's in, wherever he's transiting in your chart, it's bringing a bold, expanded energy here. Now, in the archetype of Cancer, if we look at Cancer within the natural chart, it is ruled by the 4th house. It's all about home, family, sanctuary, and deep nourishment. So we're taking the archetype of Jupiter and the archetype of Cancer, and they are coming together here. What does this mean? So this transit is a collective invitation to come home. Now, depending on where it falls into your chart, this will be unique in the aspect of it diving deeper into that house's archetype. But overall, it's coming home to the self, redefining safety. This is the opportunity for us to expand through what feels emotionally real versus socially accepted. We've been going through Jupiter in Gemini, which has been very stimulating for creativity, but now it's time to dive deeper into the well of nourishment. When I feel into Jupiter in Cancer, there's this bigger ask that comes here where it is addressing our deep inner child emotional needs. So there may be a lot of things coming to the surface that are being expanded upon within your life that directly correlate to your inner child. Now, for some of us who have moved through working through our inner child wounding, this may be a very beautiful opportunity for us to just play and be in nourishment. But for some of us, this may be a little bit triggering. It's really asking us to take a closer look at where our emotional needs are. How do they relate to where we're currently at in our day-to-day life? Are we getting our emotional needs met? And it's not through the expectation of others, but it's through ourselves. This can bring up different ancestral healing, so things that are passed down through our DNA. Cancer is the womb. It is the mother. And if you're not familiar with how birth works, we're in our mother's womb. And when our mother was in her mother's womb, we were also there with her as a little cell. So there are things that are passed down through our DNA that gets passed down into us that we carry. And so there's this opportunity to look closer at this. There's family patterns, childhood wounds, and generational stories that may rise for integration and reframing. With all of these things that I've said so far about Jupiter being in the sign of Cancer, there is a deepening and beautiful opportunity here because Jupiter is actually exalted in the sign of Cancer. That means there is even more profound luck, enmeshment, growth opportunity that comes with this placement. There is all of these deeper questions that ask what truly nurtures you. What are your emotional roots that are needing tending or replanting? And there is another further invitation of what have you outgrown within your family systems, and how can you reparent yourself now? And that's when I look and feel into this at a deeper degree, at a deeper node, it really is this opportunity to sit with the inner child archetype and spend this next year really nurturing yourself in a way that can be playful, that can be light, but also deeply nourishing in the emotional realm. This is all about building an inner sanctuary for emotional expansion, not just external growth. So what this is looking like is you actually taking the steps necessary to reparent yourself so that you can actually go forward out into the world and achieve those things that you desire. It starts from within. It really makes me think of all of these concepts of our thoughts create our reality. And it's so true. We have to go back and we have to see where those original thought patterns and emotional patterns came from and be able to stop them in the tracks. And that's what Jupiter is really like allowing us to sit with. And it's in such a supportive, deeply nourishing way. I keep saying the word nourishing, and that's what just keeps coming up. Collectively, there may be like a rising within ancestral healing, emotional literacy, which is really hot, honestly. A softening of the masculine energy. We have a lot of outer planets moving into masculine signs. So with Jupiter moving into Cancer, it creates this level of balance. There is also on a collective level, like a shift towards seeing like nurturing leadership, sacred mother, father archetypes returning. And there is this invitation here to grow by feeling more and not less. Like the invitation is in feeling. It's in feelings. Okay. And it's like, I just see, and for those of you, again, if you're new, I get a lot of visuals in my head when I feel into these archetypes as I sink into the stories that they're inviting us into. And I really just see, like, for the first time in your life, like a loving hand that Jupiter is offering you of like, let's feel this, let's move through this, and actually having the capacity to allow yourself to feel. And it's really, really beautiful. All right. Now with this next portion of the video, I'm going to be jumping into how it's affecting you based off your rising sign. Now, everybody's chart's different depending on what house system you're using and how you have it laid out. So as a teacher, I invite you to pull up your chart. So pause the video, pull up your chart, and then I want you to find this symbol in your chart. It's a Cancer symbol, and I want you to find which houses it's going through. You may find that you have split houses, and you'll see the little number off to the side on the outer ring, depending on what you're seeing. But you also can join my Discord community and post your chart, and I can help you a little bit more deeper with that. But we're looking for Cancer, and you might have split houses, so just knowing that it's going to be affecting different houses for you. And I'll tell you, and it'll be in the comments below or the description below, writing out what house it's transiting based off of the rising sign. So you might find overlap is what I'm getting to between how it is transiting. Okay. So again, thank you for watching. If you liked the video so far, go ahead and give me a like. You can also subscribe for, again, more of this content. All right. For Aries risings, Jupiter in Cancer is transiting your 4th house. As always with you guys, I say take everything that I just said in the last 10 minutes and amplify it because you have the natural chart. So Jupiter transiting your 4th house really brings in deep emotional healing through the home, roots, family, what you define as family. There is opportunity for maybe moving things around, maybe really focusing on how the home feels, redecorating, reconnecting with family, or exploring your familial lineage. You are building a new foundation of safety from the inside out. All right, Taurus risings. It is transiting your third house. Now, third house is all about communication. This is where your voice becomes a healing instrument. There's growth within writing, speaking, and the third house represents our sibling connections. So your sibling dynamics deepening and local travel. So moving around your community. There is the invitation here with Jupiter transiting your third house of learning to communicate with emotional resonance, not just logic, okay? Jupiter here is expanding the opportunity for you to heal your voice and the emotional connection that your ancestry has had with your voice. Gemini risings. This is transiting your second house. The second house is ruled by Taurus, which brings in our values, our worth, the way we relate to our body. And this is bringing in the tone and texture of self-worth and security being redefined. And it may be looking at how your security was met as a child and reevaluating that. There's this space for abundance to flow when you're in alignment with what feels emotionally sustaining, not just profitable. There's this opportunity to value yourself as you are, not just for what you do. So really settling into being a human being, not a human doing. Okay? And I feel like for some of you, that narrative of you have to do has been ingrained into your programming from a young age. And this is your invitation to be. Okay, Cancer risings. It's time for an emotional facelift is what this feels like. This is such a beautiful, beautiful transit for you guys for the next year. Oh, I know my Cancer rising people. I just want to like squish your faces. I'm so excited for you. So Jupiter is transiting your first house. Your first house is your ascendant. It is your whole identity, and your whole identity is expanding. You're becoming more magnetic. There is more intuition opportunities here, like actually feeling into that magnetism that you have as a Cancer rising, as somebody with Cancer in the first house. This is a year of self-blessing, body wisdom, emotional sovereignty. And Jupiter's, it's like... I'm just hearing it's a glow up season. And it's like really, really trusting that beautiful nature that you have naturally as a Cancer ascendant of discernment, of emotional intuition, and really just, oh man, I just feel people recognizing you and noticing you and really like being drawn to you. And you have that beautiful emotional discernment. And for some of you, it's like, I know I'm going to speak to you guys a little bit longer because you're deserving of it. I'm hearing Britney Spears' song where it's like, all eyes on me in the center of the ring. And you guys are kind of like, you want to be seen, but like you don't really want to be seen, but you like want to be seen. And Jupiter here's a kind of just like, you're gonna be seen. And so now there's this need for trusting your intuition here. That's the opportunity here with Cancer in Jupiter in Cancer transiting your first house. Okay. So really, really just let the blessings pour in and let yourself be illuminated. And it's just this really beautiful softening that I feel. So I'm excited for you guys. Leo risings, hi. Jupiter is transiting your 12th house. This is an opportunity for inner retreat. I'm seeing the Hermit card in my mind's eye as I think about this, but that beautiful lantern on the Hermit card being this guiding Jupiter light here. It's time for you to retreat and become renewed. This is a spiritual and emotional healing that's happening behind the scenes through dreams, solitude, and soul work. This is recognizing for yourself that growth comes from rest and not striving. So Jupiter's really inviting you to soften into that intuition, that deep inner knowing, and not having to constantly be externally striving for things. And this is really just preparing you for Jupiter transiting your first house in the next year. So it's really this just like deep integration with intuitive abilities and subconscious processes that have been passed on to you from your childhood. And like, it's like, I'm just seeing you being reprogrammed in your sleep for the next year, and just almost things just clicking into place and like new emotional pathways showing up. And suddenly you're reacting to things in such an emotionally mature way where it's like, whoa, where'd this come from? It doesn't take active doing for this transit to be supportive for you. Okay. I'm kind of jealous. This is going to be awesome for you guys. Hi, Virgo risings. Hi. I know you guys watching my video, you guys already know I'm a Virgo rising too. And this transit's so exciting. Jupiter is transiting our 11th house. Okay. This is our dreams are getting bigger and community is finding us. This is soul tribe finding you. Community, friendship, shared vision is expanding with this transit. This is where you are finding people that have emotional trust and it's mutual. What? Are you kidding? This is amazing. This is where you're actually really leaning into trusting your heart with the connections that are showing up in your life and not settling for anything that is not in alignment. And it's actually, I just felt so deeply in my body. It's like, those aren't even going to cross your path because Jupiter here is the North Star that's guiding these connections, that's guiding this collaboration. Jupiter transiting the 11th house is bringing in opportunity for collaboration and connection and community and tribe. So there really is going to be such a I'm getting this deep feeling that the people that you're connecting with in this next year are people that are going to be uplifting you, that are going to be shining a light on you, that are really going to show you this is what you've been waiting for. This is what's made it worth it for you to move through all of the different relationships, platonically, romantically. Like, this is what's going to make it worth it. And bringing in that thread of emotional turmoil that comes from Jupiter kind of shining a light on our pain points, you're getting the opportunity to recognize where your emotions have kept you closed off from these connections. And now you're shedding those layers and allowing love and community to come in because you deserve it. Okay. I love you guys. Oh my goodness. Libra risings. This is such a great transit for you guys. Jupiter is transiting your 10th house, which is all about career and vocation and delicious. Freaking delicious. You are becoming known for your emotional depth. Like, it's actually your superpower. You have your midhaven in Cancer, which means you are here to serve the world with your emotional depth. There is, a little burp confirmation for you guys. Career success will be evolving, especially within the realm of healing, of nurturing, of intuitive leadership. Wow. There is this need and opportunity for you to align your public role with your own inner emotional depth. And for some people, it's like, but that's not how the world works. Baby, that's how the world is going to work because you are paving the way with what you're doing. I'm excited for you guys. Okay. Scorpio risings. Hi. Hey guys. I have a whole bunch of y'all in my community. So if you're not in my community yet, I'm going to say don't join because you guys are ganging up on me, but actually you guys can join. Of course, everybody's welcome. For you guys with Jupiter transiting your 9th house, this is spiritual and philosophical expansion. So your interests of your deep spiritual practices are expanding. There may be a mentor coming into, I feel for some of you guys, like really like either stepping into the role of mentorship or finding a mentor. This is your year to study Also, I never really talk a lot about the ninth house being about travel, but it's also about travel too. You know, you're here to, I feel for you guys with Jupiter in Cancer. Oh, interesting. My ear just started ringing. Because I was thinking of the node with Cancer. It's like, it's not about even leaving the home, but it's recognizing your ability to travel to other realms and worlds just from the sacredness of your home. But I also feel for some of you guys, it's recognizing that home is wherever you decide it to be. So there is this alignment happening for you about finding spaces and connections and beliefs that are emotionally alive and soul aligned for you. This is your belief systems getting rewritten with more softness and trust. All right, Sagittarius risings. This is happening in your 8th house. So this is a deep emotional rebirth. Jupiter is here really touching on the tenderness of emotional safety for you. And for a lot of you guys, this is going to be maybe a bit crunchy, meaning these things that are surfacing that Jupiter is expanding within you is really recognizing that emotional vulnerability is sacred. It doesn't have to be an escape. It can truly be a shared power of you opening up and being held in all of you. And I know for a lot of you, you've got that Cancer shell within that 8th house, so you keep things locked down. But it's now time for you to actually open up and expand and feel all those feelings. So be gentle with yourself. You've got this, and allow Jupiter to bless this area of your life and allow you to integrate those deeper depths within you. Okay, Capricorn risings. Jupiter in Cancer is transiting your 7th house of relationships. This is recognizing that relationships are your classroom of growth. This is heart-centered relationships. This is recognizing that it's just really just bringing a deep tenderness to the relationship realm. You within partnerships or the partnerships that you're calling in feel like home and not like a duty. There is opportunity for those of you who are single, where this is going to bring in beautiful opportunities for love and growth in love, of like allowing your walls to soften. And for those of you in relationships, this is a deepening and a recognizing of how good it can feel to be vulnerable in love and allow your partner to hold you. This is growth through emotional honesty, boundaries, and mutual care. All right, my Aquarius risings. This is happening in your 6th house of routines and structures. This is emotional wellness that becomes a part of your daily rhythm, which is awesome. This is really, really tuning into the need to have nurture and care in the routine. And Jupiter's offering the opportunity for you to look at the old patterns in routine and redefine ones that make you feel emotionally fulfilled. New health habits, new work environments that honor your sensitivity. This is learning to serve from a place of nourishment and not depletion. Last but not least, my Pisces risings. This is happening in your 5th house, which is play, fun, inner child, dating, etc. Creativity and romance is a place where your heart can expand. There is fertility here, literal or creative. Okay, so just being aware. Pleasure, inner child play is lit up here. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be felt. This is a soulful self-expression without apology. Jupiter here is wanting to play and wanting your sensitivity and deep emotional desires to be met. Like, let yourself have fun and play and your emotions be felt and received in the way that you truly deeply desire. There's more opportunity for that here. Okay, I'm excited for you guys. With that all being said, I love you all so much. Again, if you really enjoyed this, like, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys can subscribe to my newsletter, Letters from the 8th House, and you'll be able to get all the transits every Monday straight to your inbox for the week ahead. And if you're still feeling that call, come join my Discord community, the House of Celestial Magic, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.